Greetings everybody from my 2023 Toyota GR Corolla. So I've had this now about 2 weeks. I've got 569 miles on it, so technically it hasn't passed the break-in period yet. Oh, I guess I've got the light here. And I think it's holding back some boost. I am going to do another acceleration run in this car once I pass 1,000 kilometers. I think that's what it says in the owner's manual. But anyway, I wanted to give some updated impressions and thoughts about this car now that I've put enough miles on it to really get a good sense of what this thing is all about. And in short, I've got nothing but praise, but there's some things that are really noteworthy about this car. The first thing that really sticks out in my brain is this car's uncanny ability to get the power down. Even when I was accelerating hard with summer tires and cold weather, I mean, it just, you hit the gas pedal and it just goes. It's like magic. It just instantaneously and automatically knows where to put the power, so you don't have any wheel hop, you don't have any torque steer, you don't have any wheel spinning. I mean, it just knows exactly where to put the power and it just goes. Super impressive. I've driven a few other all-wheel drive cars where it, for example, will spin the front wheels a little bit and then cut power and then be like, oh, you want me to accelerate using all four wheels, you know, and by the time that kicks in, you've lost like maybe 2 seconds off of your 0 to 60 time. So yeah, this car just has an amazing and uncanny ability to get the power down. It's just super impressive. So the other thing is, despite it having a pretty firm ride and pretty sporty seats, I've found out it's actually pretty comfortable. I haven't taken any super long highway trips, but I have driven this car for an hour and a half at a time, and yeah, I've found it comfortable, no driver fatigue, and yeah, just an overall good car to drive. The steering feel, I would say, is spot on. Very precise, very well weighted. You can still tell it's electric power steering as opposed to hydraulic steering. I've never found a car yet that has completely been able to replicate the feel of a hydraulic steering, but it's close. I mean, it's really quite good. Great feedback, great precision, and zero play. I mean, it's just right there. So another positive thing, the adaptive cruise and lane tracing assist is among the best I've ever driven, and the quality of these systems vary widely, but this one I actually feel safe and comfortable with. I haven't had a chance to try like what happens if you come up on stopped traffic. That seems to baffle these systems quite a bit. But otherwise, yeah, it seems to be very good. But one other thing that's a little tougher to discern immediately, but it becomes evident after driving the car for a while, is you can tell the way that it's put together is, I'm almost going to use the word bespoke. I've read a little bit about how these are built on the same factory, in the same factory where the LFA is built. dramatic differences in the way this is built compared to the way a standard Corolla is built. There's like, for example, I want to say, I might be getting this number wrong, there's like 389 additional spot welds. There's, I think they said 3 additional braces underneath and 1 somewhere else to give the body more rigidity, and there's so many extra feet of insulation, and there's a lot more of a hand-built quality to this, and it just, it comes out in the feel of the car. It doesn't really feel like you would call mainstream. I mean, there's just something special. You can feel the passion of the engineers in this car. You can feel the passion of the people who build this car. It is, it's just one of those intangibles that just really makes itself known after you've driven the car for a while. So, there are some things I don't like. You may be able to tell I have the infotainment system turned off. I tried out that Toyota Connect. I found it very invasive of privacy, and it just didn't feel good. I just didn't like it, so I deleted that, the trial, and I keep this thing off because otherwise it's basically useless. I rarely listen to the stereo, which, by the way, is pretty decent. There's no subwoofer, so you're not going to get like overwhelming bass or anything like that, but it is pretty decent. Overall, I've got the JBL system in this one, which was an option in 2023 on the Core. For 2024, you actually have to get the premium to get that. So I think the better deal overall is a 2023 Core with all the options, which would be the heated seats and steering wheel, the JBL system, and of course the limited slip differentials. I actually don't know why anybody would buy one of these without the limited slip differentials, just because of the wizardry for which this thing can get the power down. So I would have to say that is an absolute must, is getting the limited slip differentials. Because that, I mean, to me, that's just like probably the main highlight of this car, again, is how it gets the power down. Steering and stability is good. Now the cruise control does something, I don't know if it's configurable or not. You may have noticed when I went around that turn, it cut my speed dramatically. I think that's built into the adaptive cruise. It kind of like maybe senses the G-forces or something. Like, see, it did it again there, and it slows me down to go around the turns. And at times too, I think it also shows you the squiggly line thing, indicating you're on a curvy road. Yeah, right there. So I think when that squiggly road thing comes on, it'll slow you down way too much. I mean, especially for given what this car is and the way it handles and stuff like that. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, other than that stupid Toyota Connect system, I don't really have any complaints. I mean, the clutch feel is fantastic. The shifter feel is fantastic. Just the overall general driving dynamic. So just a great car. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Have a great day, everyone.